time. The place is Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Bob has crepe myrtles, hundreds of them, starting with a super buy on the good-looking white crepe myrtles at just $6.99 each, going all the way up to the huge 8 and 10-foot exotics at $2.99. Plus, you buy one, get one free, delivered, planted, and guaranteed. Check out the big new BOGO this week on fruit trees: peach, pear, mulberry, chestnut, dragon fruit, and banana, $59.95 each, and you get one free every time you buy one. Citrus trees start at just $59.99 too. So don't wait. Check us out, BobWinesCameliaGardens.net, and get on over to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, president of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
Pals Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. Pals makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. Pals team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give Pals a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? Pals looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
Why call two men in a truck? If you're like most people, you're moving and you work hard. You've got lots of stuff and no time to move it. You need pros, trained, professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. A team who will work hard and get the job done right. People who care about your things as much as you do. Time is of the essence, and you want it done fast. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, the movers who care. Visit twomeninatruck.com today and get moving. Or call 352-289-0666.
2 Men in a Truck.
Oh, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Prevention is important. Help prevent the spread of illness and keep yourself and others well. Here are some of the most effective ways you can prevent the spread of germs. Wash your hands by scrubbing thoroughly with soap and hot water for at least 20 seconds, and always wash before you touch your face, eat, or drink. Use hand sanitizers in addition to hand washing or where soap and water are not available. Limit sharing of items such as utensils, cups, and dishes. Avoid all physical contact with others, including handshakes and kisses. Practice social distancing by maintaining a distance of 6 feet from others. Sneeze or cough into a tissue or the inside of your elbow. Avoid contact with ill individuals and insist they isolate themselves. Sanitize frequently touched surfaces in your home and workplace several times a day. An ounce of prevention is worth a ton of cure. Download the free booklet at Scientology.org/stay well.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Time for a whole bunch of summertime sale BOGOs at Bob Wine's Camellia Garden in Ocala. Here are just a few of the buy one, get one free deals in this week's ad. Bob has ever-blooming button gardenias, blue and white plumbago, budded and blooming hydrangea, plus all kinds of fruit trees including peach, pear, mulberry, chestnut, dragon fruit, and banana, all on BOGO this week. So check them out. It's a great deal on Bob Wine's gigantic selection of crepe myrtles, too. They start at just $6.99 for the white ones. And it's a super popular white crepe myrtles that everyone loves. Also, larger sizes are available. Got a yard problem and you need some advice? We give advice and it's free every day. Go to bobwinescamelliagardens.net or come visit us on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, each day till 4:30. It's in the same blooming place since 1952.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner, and Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
Welcome back. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. So we're broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall, streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. Be sure and click the like button and hit subscribe for the YouTube if you catch us there at the mobile device, as you can watch and stream us anywhere in the country. If you'd like to do AM Ocala Live, remember we have us there, YouTube, WOCA, The Source Radio. As we're now coming up on 20 minutes before the top of the 11 o'clock hour, just to round out this last little bit of the show here, AM Ocala Live. So we had a good morning for you this Tuesday as we're moving to July 7th. As it is now time for just a little bit of On This Day in History, as we got a little bit of time to kind of roll through a little bit. We're going to go back to 1924 for what happened on this day, July 7th. July 7th, 1924, President Coolidge, as this one's on a somber note here, but very just very interesting nonetheless. But it was on this day in history in 1924 that President Coolidge, his 16-year-old son, Calvin, had died due to blood poisoning caused by a blister on his foot becoming infected. How about that? As in 1924, President Coolidge's son passing away due to blood poisoning caused by just a blister that was on his foot that become infected. And that was back in 1924. That one's crazy, right? Moving on, 1930, on this day in history, 1930, one of the largest incredible projects to be done in the United States here as the Hoover Dam construction begins. As construction begins on the Hoover Dam in Black Canyon of the Colorado River on the border between the United States of Arizona and Nevada, as there was no town near the dam construction, as site workers and their families were housed in temporary camps. The original project, called the Boulder Dam, but was later dedicated as the Hoover Dam in honor of President Hoover, as this Hoover Dam is a concrete arch gravity dam in the Black Canyon of Colorado River, like we mentioned, between the borders of Nevada and Arizona, as construction began in 1930 on this day. And it was during the Great Depression and was dedicated on September 30th by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Its construction was the result of the massive effort involving thousands of workers and cost over 100 lives as well. Originally, like we mentioned, known as the Boulder Dam from 1933, it was officially renamed the Hoover Dam for President Herbert Hoover by a joint resolution of Congress in 1947. Since about 1900, the Black Canyon and nearby Boulder Canyon had been investigated for their potential to support a dam that would control floods, provide irrigation, water, and produce hydroelectric power. In 1928, Congress authorized the project. Winning the bid to build the dam was submitted by the consortium called Six Companies Incorporated, which began construction 1930 on this day. Such a large concrete structure had never been built before, and some of the techniques were actually unproven at the time that they were looking to implement them. The torrid summer weather and lack of facilities near the site also presented difficulties. Nevertheless, Six Companies Incorporated turned the dam over to the federal government on March 1st, 1936, more than 2 years ahead of schedule, as the Hoover Dam impounds Lake Mead, the largest reservoir in the United States by volume when it is full. The dam is located near Boulder City, Nevada. Municipality originally constructed 4 workers on the construction project about 30 miles southeast of Las Vegas, as the dam's generators provide power for the public and private utilities in Nevada, Arizona, as well as California. And the Hoover Dam is a major tourist attraction. Nearly 1 million people tour the dam each year. The heavily traveled U.S. Route 93 ran along the dam's crest up until October of 2010, when the Hoover Dam bypass then opened. As it was on this day in history that the Hoover Dam construction began. So that one's pretty cool. Coming out of the same region, when we move on here on our timeline, 1947, when we mentioned that the borders of Nevada and Arizona, well, not so far away is New Mexico. When we look at 1947, as it was on this day in 1947, this one a little interesting here, mid-1947, as they talk about here, William Brazel notices strange debris while working on the Foster Ranch, where he was foreman, some 70 miles north of Roswell. July 7th, Roswell Army Airfield, Major Jesse Marshall collects the debris 75 miles northwest of Roswell, New Mexico, scattered over an area 300 yards wide, 3 football fields wide, and 3/4 of a mile long, as this led to the rumors of an alien UFO incident crash. As they say in the mid-1947, it says the United States Army Air Force's balloon crashed near the ranch of this Roswell, New Mexico, following a wide initial interest in the crash flying disc, as the U.S. military stated that it was merely a controversial weather balloon. And since then, controversy spread all around it about the idea of the government wrapping up everything that would tie into what was the UFO incident at Roswell. And interest subsequently waned until the 1970s, as where they say UFOologists began promoting a variety of increasingly elaborate conspiracy theories, claiming that one or more alien spacecraft had crash landed at the and that extraterrestrial occupants had been recovered by the military, which then engaged in a cover-up. In the 1990s, the U.S. military published 2 reports disclosing the nature of the crashed object, a nuclear test surveillance balloon from Project Mogul. Nevertheless, the Roswell incident continues to be the interest in popular media and conspiracy theories surrounding the event as it persisted. It says Roswell has been described as, quote, the world's most famous, most exhaustively investigated, and most thoroughly debunked UFO claim. It was on this day in history that William Brazel notices the strange debris while working on the Foster Ranch, which was the ranch and where it was found for the debris on this day in history. So a little interesting there nonetheless, as we know what that spawned from thereafter. And we move forward here, 1958. It was on this day in history in 1958, Alaska Statehood Act. The Alaska Statehood Act is signed by President Dwight Eisenhower. That this will make Alaska the 49th state in January of the following year, as it was on this day in 1958 that they say they're going to do it. And it was then January of the following year, 1959, that Alaska became the 49th state in the United States. Interesting. Moving on to 1969, as on this day in history, 1969, Brian Jones, former Rolling Stones guitarist, the inquest into the death of rock and roll star Brian Jones, the former Rolling Stones guitarist, has recorded a verdict of death by misadventure when he had drowned after taking a cocktail of drinks and drugs. It was on this day, 1969. Let's see, back then they were just becoming fairly big, I think, at the point of. But anyway, 1976, as we move on through the timeline here, it was 1976 on this day in history that the United States West Point United States Military Academy, as West Point, for the first time, women are enrolled into the United States Military Academy at West Point for the first time in history, 1976, and July 7th. Moving on to 1981, as in 1981 on this day, Sandra Day O'Connor, Arizona Judge Sandra Day O'Connor is nominated by President Ronald Reagan to become the first female justice on the U.S. Supreme Court on this day, 1981, July 7th, 1981, Sandra Day O'Connor. 1983, as we move on just a little bit here, it was mentioned Samantha Smith, an 11-year-old, after earlier in the year sending a letter to the Soviet President Yuri Andropov, asking why the Soviet Union wants to conquer the world. She was invited to Russia to meet the Soviet president and set off on her visit as the youngest ambassador in U.S. history on a 2-week trip to the Soviet Union back in 1983. That one's kind of interesting. And then as we move on here, 2004, it was on this day in 2004, Kenneth Lay was indicted. Kenneth Lay, the former Enron chairman, indicted on 11 counts of securities fraud and related charges following the collapse of Enron on this day in history. Kenneth Lay was indicted. And then lastly, 2009, the Michael Jackson Memorial Service on this day. It was a public memorial service that was held for Michael Jackson at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, that was actually broadcast live all around the world, as the service included many of the best-known entertainers in the world today, and is too big to list, by the way, with so many showing up: Larry King, Barbara Walters, Kobe Bryant, Mariah Carey, Magic Johnson, Lionel Richie, so on and so forth. But it was in 2009 that they held the memorial. So that'll wrap up on this day in history, as we're going to take just a short little break, and then when we come back, we'll round out our show, AM Ocala Live, for this Tuesday. Stay tuned. There's still more to come right after this.
OCA.
People ask me why I've worked at Palm Garden for so long, and I tell them it's the people. I love to hear the life stories, especially those from the greatest generation. Celebrating life stories is what sets Palm Garden apart, finding out what's important to them. And I love being a resource. Like Macy's Santa, if I can't help, I'll send them to Gimbel's. After all, Palm Garden is located on 34th Street. I'm Jan from Palm Garden. Call me and let's chat. 854-6262.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Ocala Business Leaders Incorporated is a group of independent local firms providing a wide range of quality goods and services. Each firm strives to maintain the highest level of professional integrity and 100% customer satisfaction. When you're looking for goods and services, call a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, and we are confident you will be pleased with the results. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Ocala Business Leaders, join us at the Ocala Elks Lodge, 25th Avenue in Ocala, any Wednesday at 7 a.m. and enjoy a breakfast on us.
For more information, check OcalaBusinessLeaders.com.
Hey, this is Matt from Crossroad Auto Sales. I want to invite you to come over and check out our vehicles. All of our vehicles at Crossroad Auto Sales go through a rigorous 100-point safety inspection. We work with most outside finance companies, and we even have in-house financing available. Stop by today at 1800 Northwest 10th Street or give me a call at 690-6695. That's 690-6695. Crossroad Auto Sales. We won't leave you stranded at the crossroad.
WOCA.
And you're listening to AIM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, keeping you a little informed, a little entertained this Tuesday, July 7th, as we're just rounding out the show here as we approach 11 o'clock now, just 5 minutes before the top of the 11 o'clock hour, as we're broadcasting to you live from the Paddock Mall, as we're streaming live, YouTube Live. And the Paddock Mall getting ready to open here at 11 a.m. And with that now, currently 85 degrees outside, as we're seeing a 50% chance of the showers and thunderstorms expected for today. Heat index that they're looking to value as high as 100. With the expectation of those showers and thunderstorms to be starting just around the lunchtime hour of noon, as that's going to carry into tomorrow when we bring you a good show for Wednesday. They will see showers and thunderstorms likely with a bigger chance of precipitation for Wednesday, near 70%, with tomorrow's heat index valued at nearly 103. 77% humidity right now, 85 degrees, and clouding up just a little bit. But with just a little bit of show left, just a couple items to bring to you here, as this one was fairly interesting enough. As Americans, as it says, as a little joke here, all Americans have lost all hope of getting that summer body this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It says there was a survey of 2,000 Americans that found that 63% are giving up on their summer body and are now focusing their efforts on achieving a post-quarantine body, as 76% of the 2,000 respondents shared that they've gained nearly, on average, 16 pounds during their time in isolation. 16 pounds of weight gained during that pandemic. A lot of eating, trying to support those local restaurants with delivery. Am I right? That's what it paid off a little bit and then put on. Nonetheless, just to finish with a little wacky but true here, it says a Nebraska farmer draining a pond on his property for maintenance made a surprising and unusual discovery. It says here, Wynn Hall of Exeter, Nebraska, said that he started the process of draining the pond, which he used for pumping waters on his fields, and went to check on it the following morning and found out that Mr. Hall said that he initially thought an object stuck in the mud was a household appliance in the middle of the pond. Okay, maybe a washer or a refrigerator. What was it? It was an ATM in the middle of his pond in Nebraska. What's that about? Can you believe that? Draining your pond, water your plants, water your fields, and you find somehow in the center of it, in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, an ATM. Incredible. That'll do it for AM Ocala Live here on this Tuesday. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We got a good show for you tomorrow on Wednesday as we'll roll through. Hopefully we'll have Avilio in the studio in the morning, give you that little Wealth Wednesday action. And, of course, too, we'll have Career Source to keep things moving with a conversation. Until tomorrow, well, shout out to everybody. Appreciate it listening. Thanks to Tish. Thanks to Dan. Thanks to Carol Ann and Matt Gibbs. Until tomorrow, goodbye.
The White House is clearly pleased about the results of a new study of hydroxychloroquine, which shows the drug did help